you're doing good. Thank you to each one of you for being here with us today. Today marks the beginning of our first training, which will be about building the Wikipedia for activists. So we are very pleased to be able to welcome you here with us today in our live stream. Before getting started, I would like to share that I'm super excited because so many people have signed up to organize Rebel Hubs for our International Rebel Assembly. I'm sure that with your help, we will make it a big success. We're counting on you. We are from many different countries, but we are united in our shared ambition to fight against injustice and inequality, to end the climate crisis, stand up for human rights, and to empower marginalized people in our society. Our diversity is our strength. Whatever challenges we will face organizing these events, we will be supporting each other. During this training session, you will be learning about how you can contribute as a hub coordinator and what we expect from you all in detail. I don't want to take too much of your time because we have a lot of things that uh, we will see or like we will get through in this meeting. Let's not forget that you can interact with us the whole training in the live chat below by asking questions, sharing your opinions, giving suggestions, or you can just send hi and some emojis, maybe. I've created a poll to see how excited you are to be with us today, so you can fill in it now so you can see how many people are very excited. We need you all to respond because your energy will help us have a good start. While waiting for your answers, let us meet our wonderful facilitators who are also members of the prep team.
Hi everyone! I can already see some awesome messages in the chat. That's lovely. To introduce myself, I'm a climate activist from Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and I'm a project facilitator at Activist Handbook, as well as a member of the PrEP team. We can only stop the climate and ecological crisis if we work together internationally. So I'm super excited to see so many countries represented here today. How about you, Van? Maybe you'd like to introduce yourself?
Hey all, I am Van. I am the event coordinator of Activist Handbook, and you'll probably know me by now as a member of the prep team as well. I do the community building together with Abigail. How about you, Basma?
So thank you, Yopa and Van, for introducing yourselves. To introduce myself, my name is Basma. I'm from Morocco. I'm also a member of the prep team of the International Rebel Assembly. And at the same time, I work in Activist Handbook as a volunteer and as a project facilitator. So I'd love to know who's joining us today. Can you please send your name and the country where you live in the chat below, if you would like to? Yes? I see Paulina from Mexico. Thank you, Paulina. I see Ali Conte from Sierra Leone. Emmanuel Lampo from Burkina Faso. I see a lot of people who's joining us. That's awesome.
Yes, I think we're good to go again, Basma.
Yeah, so while introducing yourselves in the chat, I'll take you through the agenda of today. So we're the training in general will take about 3 hours, maybe a bit less, including breaks, of course. We will also start with some icebreakers and with Van and questions to get to know each other a bit better. Then we'll have short break. After that, we'll tell you more about Activist Handbook and the International Rebel Assembly. We'll also talk about how exactly we're going to organize this event with you. After another short break, we'll discuss what exactly is expected from you as coordinators. And finally, we'll do a short reflection on the training and we'll talk about the next steps. And as a reminder, remember that you can always send the messages in the chat. We'll try to answer them straight away. Then I'll now give the floor to Van to facilitate our next part. Thank you.
Thank you, Basma. Very happy to see everyone in the chat already. If you haven't found the chat already, it's either on the side or in the bottom. Let's try it out. Let's try maybe to send an emoji that describes you best. For example, I would describe myself right now as like a bouncing ball, maybe, because I'm very excited, nervous, and I'm feeling a bit not bouncy, which I think describes my character quite well in general. Yeah, I'm curious. Send maybe an emoji of that describes you. And I mean, we as facilitators aren't sending an emoji, but maybe Joppe, you want to imitate an emoji that describes you, and we can try to guess.
All right, I will try my best. So it's like a combination of things. So it's it's the following.
Oh,
I will hope you'll be able to recognize it.
I think I'm already recognizing it. It is very beautiful. What do you all think? Maybe send the emoji that's Joppe is trying to imitate in the chat. We'll see if people can guess it. I think you might have to do something with a heart color. So while you're guessing,
there you go.
Yes, I'm seeing that someone guessed it already. Really nice. And I'm seeing you also still are introducing yourselves. That's great. Please send your names in the chat. And I'm also curious, where are you organizing your hub? We are gathered from all around the world. It's super exciting to see that. So yeah, please let us know, where are you organizing your hub? Maybe you're organizing your hub together with someone. Let us know in the chat. And I don't know if we also can pretty show. No, the technicalities aren't working. But I'm seeing, wow, I'm seeing Santiago, Yadav, India, really cool. Ah, right, yeah, you're organizing it in Nigeria, a hub in Turkey, and one in Greece, Burkina Faso. Wow. Ah, you're organizing it hybrid from India. We really are all across the globe. So we also all enjoyed reading your short introductions and seeing your pictures in the chat. I assume most of you are already in the WhatsApp group. If you haven't sent your introduction yet, this is also a nice opportunity, but I invite everyone to join in here. You might have already had a call with one of us, and I'm sure everyone is very excited to get to know each other. So let's record a short video introducing ourselves and send it in a WhatsApp group with all hub coordinators. Just record a short 20-second video with your phone or webcam in which you tell your name, what kind of activism do you do, and where are you organizing your hub. I will actually start right here. Let me get WhatsApp in front of me. So I'm in the hub coordinator group chat, as you can see. And let me try recording a video. Yes. Hi, my name is Van. I am involved in climate activism in the Netherlands, and through Activist Handbook, I am also growing a passion for peer-to-peer activism, of which the Rebel Assembly is a great example. Actually, I am in the training for hub coordinators as we speak, and I'm very curious about you all. So please let me know through a short video, who are you, what activism are you involved in, and where are you organizing your hub? Awesome. So we'll give you some time to do it right now. So open up your WhatsApp. I already see Joppe's video there as well. And Basma's video I'm seeing. Go ahead, we'll wait for you. And don't forget to send in the WhatsApp coordinators group. So this time, not in the chat here, but go on WhatsApp and record a short video about yourself.
Nice. I already see Amit has recorded the video. I think Van's internet is struggling right now, but while we're waiting for her to come back, for them to come back, do send your videos in WhatsApp.
Am I online again?
Yes, you're still there, but you just your camera not anymore.
Ah, okay. Well, you can still see my face in WhatsApp then. Let me know when I'm back.
Will do.
And in the meantime, I'm seeing Amit.
I see that Luben has made the first attempt, but the message was deleted again.
Am I visible again? Is my face here? Nice.
Maybe in the meantime, you can continue to the next part, Van.
Yes, for sure. So I'm already hearing some notifications from everyone's videos going in. I will check them later. So yeah, I hope you feel welcome on our online platform during this first week. I think most of you are new to Activist Handbook and are joining us through the Rebel Assembly as a first time. And it's very important to us that we value your input a lot. And when something bothers or worries you, you can always share that with us, and we'll try to find a solution together, of course. And honestly, I find it quite a challenge to create a space that is inclusive and accessible to everyone, especially online. So I was wondering whether you have ideas on how to do that, and what is important to you in creating a welcoming space. Please tell me in the chat. I'm very curious. So maybe some answers of others can also inspire you in how you will facilitate your own hub. And during a later training, we will go more in depth to this as well. I'm not sure if am I still here?
You're still there, Van. Yes, just your camera, but we can hear you.
Okay. Then I will continue. Yeah, so I'm curious. Let me know in the chat. We'll look at it. One thing that is helps me a lot to feel welcomed in a space, and that definitely improves the atmosphere, is music. I also always love to learn about new music that I didn't know yet. So we will now have about a 10-minute break, and after that we will go more in depth about Activist Handbook and the Rebel Assembly. But for now, let us know in the chat what are your favorite songs, and do you have any songs that inspire you? Yeah, I love to hear. And lastly, don't forget to get up, move around a bit, get some exercise, then we'll be back to you in 10 minutes. So see you then.
We're almost starting again. Welcome back, everyone. We're almost starting. Make sure to get in a comfortable position to resume the rest of the training. And then I will start with following section. All right, so remember, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat, right? We'll try to answer you straight away. And then I think I'll start this section. So in this part of the training, we'll tell you a bit more about Activist Handbook and the International Rebel Assembly. And we'll also talk about how we will be organizing this event together. And like I said, feel free to send questions in the chat. One of us will be there to answer it straight away. And we'll also discuss it in the live stream. All right, so to get straight to it, Activist Handbook is an online platform for activists around the world to exchange knowledge and experiences. And it works just like Wikipedia, right? So everyone can improve our articles, and our articles are also never really finished. They're always changing, and they're getting better over time as more and more people contribute. Activist Handbook is open source. All of our articles are free to read and reuse. So we started this project back in 2019 in Serbia at a hackathon with activists from all sorts of different countries. So to tell you a bit more about what a hackathon is exactly. So it's a sprint-like event where people get together and build something concrete, something cool in a very short time. So last December, we actually organized a Write-a-thon, which was very, very similar to this format. And now the International Rebel Assembly will be using the same kind of event formats, similar to a hackathon, just with more people and with more countries participating. It's really an awesome experience because everyone gets super motivated to contribute their part to the team. And you're able to produce something valuable in only 2 days. So yeah, maybe to give an example of what kind of articles we write for Activist Handbook. So we write very practical guides that answer questions that activists around the world have. And these guides help us to organize more effectively and make more impact. These guides are not just about one specific type of activism, so not just climate activism or just human rights activism. We believe all our struggles intersect. They are connected to each other. And by standing in solidarity, we can make more impact together. And we believe that we are stronger together, right? We can learn so much from each other. So to give a few examples of topics, how to organize a protest, how do you make fair decisions as a group, especially if you have a larger group of activists? How do you prevent activist burnout? So the themes that hubs will be writing will be decided by the hub coordinators. So during our third training, we'll brainstorm together what these themes will be exactly. And during the event itself, participants will select topics within those themes that they want to write about. So within a hub, small groups of people may work together. So for example, you may have 3 people working on one topic and another 3 working on another topic. And within those small groups, people may use their different skill sets. So one person can write, another can do research, and the third one can create illustrations. Yeah, maybe to tell a bit more about the International Rebel Assembly, Basma, you'd like to share a bit more?
Yes, thank you so much, Shilpa, for this awesome introduction of Activist Handbook. So yeah, to introduce the International Rebel Assembly in short, it's an event which is a global event that takes place during the weekend of the 30th and 31st of July. Will participants will be coming together in local hubs or like online hubs to write guides for activists. And as hub coordinators, you will be responsible for organizing this hub, of course, with our support and with our help. So the answer, the question is, why are we organizing this event? To answer it, nobody is born an activist, and they don't really teach us how to change the word in school. So that is why we are writing this handbook for activists. During this event, we will be all writing guides for this handbook, also articles, and so activism is not the same in every country. So we are here from a lot of countries from all over the world, and we are super happy to have people participating in so different locations. Our goal is to build an international network of people who are interested in learning more about activism and who want to train others in becoming more effective and change makers. So this project does not end after our event in July, but it's just the beginning. Um, I would like to know more about your expectations of this event, and why not share with us your fears if you have? Is there anything you are afraid that might go wrong? For example, in the event. So yeah, don't forget to tell us more about your expectations and your fears in the chat. And yeah, so to continue, I will talk more about what is a Rebel Hub, why are we creating Rebel Hubs and everything. So, Rebel Hub is a small, self-organized group of change makers who share the same geographical region or maybe interest. So, hubs get together online or in real life during the International Rebel Assembly. You can start your own hub and invite your fellow activists. Both individuals and existing organizations can host a Rebel Hub, and maybe you can set up. No, like the Rebel Hubs are set up by 2 or more hub coordinators. So during the event, we will write guides, and you can choose the language with one the language you want to write the guides with. Although we expect the hub coordinators to be good in English, so to facilitate the communication between us and the Rebel hub, of course. But the participants doesn't really need to be good in English. So our goal is to make Activist Handbook available in all languages. So yeah, maybe can you let me know more about what are you hoping to learn by organizing these local hubs or like these hubs? I would like to know your answers, and yeah, I will now give the floor to Yopaf to give us more details about how to organize the Rebel hubs. Thank you.
All right, so how are we going to organize these events? As hub coordinators, you will be organizing one of the hubs that will take part in the International Rebel Assembly. So you will be recruiting participants for your hub, and you will be facilitating the program during the event itself. The prep team will be supporting you in this. And of course, the Rebel Hubs can also support each other. So what will all of us be doing until the event in July? All right, so we have the training, of course, the first training today. And there's another slot on Sunday next week where we do this training again. And we also have a second training coming up, which will be about promotion and outreach. So then you'll learn how to recruit participants for your hub. Then immediately after that, we'll open up the call for the participants. So we'll have an online form where people can sign up, and you will be responsible for recruiting participants for your hub. During that same time, we'll also have 2 other trainings. The third training will be about how do you write good guides for activists, and make sure to write it in an accessible way. And the fourth training will be about facilitation. So how do you facilitate the program of the event? How do you guide participants through all of the sessions? How do you make everyone feel welcome? And finally, we have some time left to prepare the event. So to prepare some logistics, for example, organizing a place where you can meet with all of your hub participants. And we'll have some time to practice the program, right? So if you have some internet issues, for example, we'll have enough time to make sure that everything goes smooth during the event itself. Right, so here's an overview again of the trainings that we've got coming up. We'll also be sharing this in the WhatsApp group. So make sure to stay tuned. There we'll share the links for the video calls, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you will get a notification when one of our live streams starts. So the International Rebel Assembly is only the beginning. So we're not just bringing all of these people together, organizing all of these hubs, and then after the Rebel Assembly, never to see each other again. So the idea is really that we're building a permanent network of activists all around the world who are interested in learning more about activism and training other activists so that they become more effective at change making. So because there's people participating from so many different countries, not everyone has the same internet quality. That's why we're offering 3 different ways in which your hub can participate in the International Rebel Assembly. The first one is offline, right? So this means that the hub coordinator will guide the participants through the program entirely independently. The second one is hybrid. So this means that the participants will be coming together in real life, but they will be connected with all the other hubs through a live stream and by updating each other via WhatsApp with video updates and messages. And the last option is online. So these participants won't be meeting each other in real life, and they will collaborate during the whole event entirely online. So the offline option is for people who don't have a stable internet connection or for hubs that are in different time zones, right? So because the event will be taking place live, it might be inconvenient for you to participate at those times. So you can also participate at times that are convenient for you. But of course, that means that your hub will need to be quite independent in the way they're organized. With this option, the hub coordinator facilitates the entire event, right? Beforehand, we'll train these facilitators, these hub coordinators, so that they really know how exactly to organize the entire event. And during the day itself, during the 2 days itself, there will be relatively little contact with other hubs. So the second option is probably going to be the most popular one. So this is for people who can meet up in real life and who also have an internet connection that is good enough to watch a live stream. They will participate in the event. The hub coordinator will facilitate the program, but the hub will also be connected with other hubs via WhatsApp and sharing video updates with the other hubs. And watching the live stream that will be hosted by the prep team. And the final option is to have an online hub. So this option is for people who can't meet up in real life, right? Because they are located in different geographical areas. And of course, these people really need to have a good internet connection because all their collaboration will be happening online. So how many people are you supposed to recruit for your hub? Well, we recommend you aim to recruit between 10 and 20 participants, but it can also definitely be less or more than that. The only thing that you need to take into account is that you have enough hub coordinators during the day to facilitate it, right? So maybe one hub coordinator per 5 participants. And the meeting space should be large enough, right? So if you're meeting up in real life, of course, there should be enough space for everyone to be there. And if the group becomes too large, you might consider meeting up in 2 different places. And then, of course, at each of those locations, you need to have hub coordinators to facilitate the event. So if you have any questions, of course, you can always send a message right now in the live chat, and we'll be able to answer it straight away. But if you have any questions after the training, you can send a message to Van, and they will try to answer it as soon as possible. If you need more hands-on support, you can also schedule a meeting, and then we'll try to match you up with one of our prep team members whenever they have time. Don't try to call them, right? Because there's too many hub coordinators for us to be able to answer all of your calls. Maybe if people still have questions, feel free to ask them in the live chat right now. And if not, I think we had scheduled another break right now. Yeah, shall we do another break? Then I'm gonna set that up for you. In the meantime, feel free to answer some of the questions that we asked in the chats, and then we'll see you back in 10 minutes. we're almost ready to start again, so make sure to get in a comfortable position. Welcome back, everyone. We'll start in a minute. Not a literal minute, but very soon, I meant to say. It's very nice to see that your video is working again as well, Van. Then whenever you're ready, Basma, I think you can start.
Yeah, so I think we should start now. I see that people are starting to join the meeting again. Yeah. Um, well, welcome back, everyone, and thank you for staying with us this whole training. And thank you for asking such amazing questions in the chat. I will just try to go and read the questions one more time for the ones who missed it, maybe. So for the first question, as a lot of people already know, maybe the term rebel has negative meaning in some cultures, but maybe with our event we can change this and make it positive words, or like who will change the meaning completely. But if you have another plans for your hub name, you can just like schedule a meeting with us, and we will see how we can brainstorm about it. So for the next question, it's about organizing a hub for 50 and plus participants. So yeah, it's doable, but we need to see if like the logistics part is good. We have to see if you have big local and good connections for it. But if you have, then yeah, we will be happy to host the big hub as your hub. So yeah, make sure to keep us updated. And now I guess we will see the responsibilities of the hubs with Yopa. You have the floor.
Welcome back from your break. In this last part of today's training, we'll talk about the responsibilities of hub coordinators. So I think it's nice to just create an overview of what exactly is being expected of you as a hub coordinator. And we'll talk about that in a few bullet points. So in short, to summarize, your responsibilities are as following. First of all, recruit participants for your hub. Secondly, arrange a location to meet with your hub participants. And thirdly, facilitate the program during the event itself on the 30th and 31st of July. So to recruit participants, you will need to do the following. So invite some fellow activists and friends. promote it on social media. We'll talk about that more during the next training, where we'll explain how you can do that exactly. Ask them to sign up via the online form that we'll create for you. And the prep team will make a WhatsApp group for your hub, so you don't have to do that yourself. And in this WhatsApp group, you can make the participants feel welcome, just like we did with all the hub coordinators, with everyone introducing themselves. You will need to do that for your hub participants. And when it comes to arranging the location, you can think of meeting up in a living room if you have one that is large enough, a public space like a library or a community center. And keep in mind the following things. So make sure there's enough space, right, for all of your hub participants, and make sure the internet is good enough. So lastly, you're also responsible for facilitating the program on the 30th and 31st of July. So we will have a training about this where we will explain to you more how to do this exactly. And then we'll also have a more detailed program and session outlines that will help you guide the participants through the day. But very briefly, this is what you would be responsible for then, is to make everyone feel welcome, to facilitate the sessions, to give a training on how to write to the participants, and afterwards to share all the work that you produced. And during the whole event, also to communicate with the prep team and with other hub coordinators on the progress that you're making, because of course it's really nice if we're able to exchange between the hubs what we're working on at that moment. And finally, we heard from some of you that you're interested in receiving a certificate of participation. So if it's common in your country to receive such a certificate after participating in an event like this, do send us a message and we'll be able to give you one after the event. So I don't think there were any questions right now in the chat, but if you have any still, of course, you can send them and then we'll answer them straight away. And then I think we'll move on to the reflection. So if you're ready for that, Van, feel free to take the floor.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we'll do a short reflection round of, I think, about 5 minutes. Feel free to, with some questions, so feel free to respond in the chat. And if you're watching this later, you can also send your reflection to me, Van. You can find my number in the chat. I'm very curious to hear what you think of the training. The first question is, was this training the right length? Was it too short, too long? Was it just right? Were there enough breaks or too many breaks? Please let me know. There's a poll, or again, send me a message. The following question is, did we explain everything clearly? So yes, was everything clear? It's okay if it wasn't. So are you still confused about it? Do you understand most of it? Was it explained perfectly? Are there specific things that aren't quite clear yet? Then I'll wait.
Live streaming is on.
And I think we're live again. So my last question was, did we explain everything clearly? And the following question is whether we added enough breaks. I think I mentioned that one before. But please let me know if there should be fewer breaks. I think this training took a bit shorter than we calculated at first, so I can imagine there's quite a bit of breaks. But it's also good to know if you think the amount of breaks was great, or if you would still want to have more breaks or longer breaks. And the following question is, what is your favorite way of learning? We try to make this live stream as interactive as possible, but maybe you prefer a video call or watching a video that is not live, or reading guides, or you have another way that you prefer to learn. This is very valuable information all to us, so we can adjust the following trainings as much as possible to what works for you. And yeah, after that, I'm curious, how are you feeling after this training? Are you very overwhelmed with all the information? Are you excited? Are you confused? Let me know. Did you like the format of the training? So the live stream? Or should we change something about the live stream like we did it right now? Should there be more polls? Or should we use a video call instead next time? And yeah, I think that were most of the questions. If there's anything else you would like to improve, let us know. And I would also love to hear what did you like most about this training. So again, let us know in the chat if you're watching this live, and if you're not if you're watching this back, please send me a message. So to Van, you can find my phone number in the description of the WhatsApp groups. Yes, would love to hear. Then I give the floor to Basma, I think.
Yes, thank you, Van. I see that we received some responses about the questions that you asked, but let us give them more time to explain, because there were a lot of questions. So yeah, they need a little bit of reflection. But I just want to add one more thing, that if you didn't had your first one-on-one call with one of us from the prep team, just send a message to Van so we can reschedule the one-on-one call after. And also, if you're not in one of our WhatsApp groups, or you didn't receive the invitation, please let us know in the chat or in the comments so we can add you. And also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can receive notifications when we upload new videos, or for our next live stream training, maybe. So yeah, I guess Van will answer all the questions related to the checklist. So just to remind you about the next steps that we will have. So our next training will be on two different slots like this one. The first one on Saturday, 14 of May, and the second slot on Sunday, 22nd of May. So we will give you after the choice to choose between the both of the slots, so you can be more comfortable in joining the one that suits you better. Um, yeah, yeah. So I'm not sure if it's time to say goodbye or if we have received some questions.
I think we can close the call. Maybe you'd like to say some final words?
Yeah, I would like just to thank everyone for joining our first training. I hope that everything was clear enough for you all, and I hope that I'm sure that we weren't perfect, but we hope that um, we somehow explained everything in a clear way. And if you have some suggestions or some advices that you want to help us with, please don't forget to say it in the chat, comment, or maybe on the WhatsApp group, so we can upgrade ourselves and do better live streams in the future. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much and have a wonderful weekend.